Kind of like a Foursquare for breaking news. So I want to be able to have people engage in what's happening near them. I want to be able to send push notifications based upon their GPS location. And when we think there's something happening in the area, I want them to, one, be able to confirm it, just like, yes, it's happening. Two, send pictures. Three, send video. And then maybe even do a write-up about what is happening at that specific location.
Happen within the neighborhood. So the idea is pretty technically simple. People register with the site who are within a police beat, preferably business leaders. They send, when somebody notices somebody suspicious or shady and it can be tracked to an incident, they send a text message to a number indicating what beat they're in, and it blasts out all other, the description of the person to all other people.
So my idea is each journalist or each family or whoever's going to use it will have a mobile app, and they would have the GPS tracking device in the, well, each mobile has a GPS, right? So they would broadcast the location to a central server, and you with the mobile device can find something interesting that's happening, just take a picture or a message and a text, or just send it back to the main server. And then the main server...
Based check-in that gives a quick assessment of the racial, age, gender, or other dynamics integration of the spaces. We have numbers that can tell us that the similarity indexes, but they need a lot of data, and they don't really integrate with where we're at in our lives. And
I want to have an app where I can find people in my general location that want to talk about a specific subject that I listed that I want to talk about or I want to hear news about, and they share the same similar interests. And then also build in kind of like a live chat where you can connect to someone and chat with them about that particular topic. And
here are all the ridiculous things that a conservative might say to you at a party, and you're sort of so stunned that they could possibly say this, that you don't have anything to say in return. Well, you pull up your mobile app, and here are some talking points, and they're sourced to various progressive news sites so that you can have backing and you're not just sort of talking out your...
The Freedom of Information Act is obviously the most important weapon that we have to uncover the news from opaque governments, so I want to sort of crowdsource that and get people who are asking these questions like, what's up with the potholes in the street or crime or whatever, and to maybe submit that into a form, and that could be either revised and sent in as a clean FOIA, or people can maybe do that themselves, get some points, and sort of turn government inside out.
And what it is, it's a transmedia rollout, so we would actually be doing some writing of fictional characters while we're here, but we'll also need to make some sort of app part of it. And what we would do is create a character or a few characters who would be beside the media makers, like the story makers in the actual news, and they'd be there either like kind of like a Zelig character.
Now provide content for TV and print outlets as well. So we're heard every week by 24 million people through the mainstream media, and we have a web page, it's a dated web page, so what we're looking for is an app to get the content to mobile devices, just to start with, you know, that presence. There's a similar theme coming up, how do we get content out to more eyes and ears, so that's that.
Which we are, the explicit goal of it is to get news organizations to stop using the term illegals and other derivatives of the term. The more subtle goal is to basically expose how language politics works and to help defuse it for people who consume the news.
Which is a news image captioning app in the tradition of lolspeak. So essentially a breaking New York Times article comes out with this image of a politician talking to this crowd about healthcare. And what you can do is take this image, read the article, and come up with your own caption, which would be placed on the image on the spot. Others would look at the image, they'd rate it, they'd vote on it, they could comment on it. It would have a real community feel, moving off of the momentum of lolspeak.
I would like to have a mobile app. You go up there, scan a product with a barcode, and usually you don't buy one thing, you buy 2 or 3 of them. Wouldn't it be nice if when you put that, you have a rating show up on each of those at that point? And at the end of a rating, if you buy any of those, maybe 2 hours later, we'll send you a message of some type to say, could you rate the product, did you buy it? What do you think of it? The advantage of this one, of course, is
really low this year. So I want to sort of find a way to integrate a gaming element into sort of get out the vote efforts. This could be applied to other things like rallies, like taking action on other issues. So I kind of want to integrate and then at the other end of that, say yes, I took action, or yes, I went and voted, and people can upload images and integrate tweets and things like that. So
map when you travel with your mobile device, and you can find your area which one has free parking after in a certain of time. Even like cheaper parking, because different areas have different hourly rate. So that's my idea.
Okay,
So.
great.